Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Belleleaf by Bella. I'm your host, Bella, and I hope you are ready for what can only be described as a journey, which is my life, and about to be your life too, as you come along with me, and we're here together to, you know what, just live. That's really what we're here for. That's what we're here on earth for. We're here to be, and we're here to live. And belief really comes into that, because you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And this is the journey on how I came to believe in myself, how I came to be the person that I am today, how I'm right here in front of you. Oh my goodness, this is such a massive deal for me to actually be here with the microphone, with my headphones and my laptop, recording this podcast for you guys. This is something I've wanted to do for such a long time. So I am so proud of myself for being here. And I'm so thankful for you guys that are here supporting me. The fact that you've clicked on here, the fact that you've listened to me blabble on this far for, less than 2 minutes, is already so special to me. So thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you're ready, because I don't really know what this is going to entail. Hence why it's called Belief, because I really couldn't tie myself down to anything else. Because I thought about, well, what is the core of everything that I'm doing? What is the core of what I want to share with the world, what I want to share with you guys? And at the end of the day, for me, it's all come down to that belief in myself, that belief in things outside of me, and belief in the universe, belief that things work out for you, and they will. So welcome, congratulations, you're about to embark on this journey too, of having unwavering belief in yourself, unwavering belief in God, universe, creator, divine, whatever you resonate with the most, having that unconditional belief, and unwavering faith is what got me here. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be faith in anything outside of you. It can just be the faith in yourself, because spoiler alert, you've got this. And I can confidently say that now, because I really didn't have it, and not that I even have it right now. It's really a whole fake it till you make it scenario, and we're all learning and we're all healing constantly. But I'm so thankful to be in this position now where I can sit here, and I can share with you how the heck I got here, and share with you what's coming up for the future, because that is all completely unknown. So join in on the journey, see where this takes me, see where this takes you. I am so very excited. So let's dive right in. I'm going to begin with explaining what belief means to me. I had the name Belief written down in my notes for a very long time, probably 4 months now, and I'd written down Belief for the podcast, brand name, and I didn't resonate with it, but I knew I loved it, and it sat in there for a very long time, and I thought about, well, why don't I just do Bella? Isn't that just easier? Can't I just do my name? I don't want to come up with a name. But it wasn't until last week that I looked back at Belief and went, you know what? That's it. That is it. And for a number of reasons, as I've already talked about, the belief in yourself, the belief in myself is what got me here. And not only belief in myself, the belief in everything, believing in everything, that everything is possible, that there are no limitations, anything you can imagine can be real. Those visions that you've seen for yourself in your mind's eye, those things that you see yourself doing, the people that you see yourself with, those sorts of things, they are all possible. And this is proven by quantum physics. So this isn't some believe whatever I say, take it, no. Don't know where I was going with that. I'm trying to explain that this isn't blindly believing in something. The reason that I've come out here and am ready to share the things that I have learned and the things that have helped me in my journey is because I researched them in my own ways and got evidence, and then now I can believe. I have very, very solid belief systems. They're very, very hard to shake, which means in order to get to this position of believing in myself and having faith that I can do whatever it is that I want, I had to break down a lot of those previous beliefs, and those beliefs were just limiting. They were beliefs like, no, I can't do a podcast because I need to focus on my 9-to-5 job, or I can't, travel around on my own in a van because that'll be unsafe, or lots of different things. There are 1,000 different excuses we can give ourselves, and I've gotten real good at them, but it gets to a point where you keep saying these things, oh, I can't do that, I can't do this, and then you're miserable. And the thing for me was my soul was so miserable. I was not built for a 9-to-5 job. I was not built to sit in front of a computer and crunch numbers. I was built for something different, and I believe that part of that is sharing my journey with the world and sharing it with you guys, and hoping that you can get some value out of this, and hoping that this is a shortcut for you guys, so you guys don't have to go through all of the research and all of this evidence gathering in order to finally believe yourself. You can just hop on here, take what you need, and then create the magic in your life. So that's really where I'm coming from. It's going to sound so cliche, but if only one person, has an impact from this podcast, if one person walks away and goes, wow, that was really interesting, that one line Bella said, or, anything, that's why I'm doing this. If it's for one person, done. Sold. Mission complete. So I am so thankful that you're here. I really hope that some of this can resonate with you. And you know what? If it doesn't, that is a-okay, because I'm going to let you know there's going to be some things I'm going to say, and they might not make sense and they might seem really silly, but I can guarantee you that your brain will eventually make sense of it, provided you want to. Your brain will make sense of it, because we have this thing called the reticular activating system. And basically what that does, and the best example for that is when you decide you want a car. Say you want what's a car? I don't know, Audi R8, right? R8? Is that even I don't know. Say you want a Tesla 3. Don't know, right? You want a Tesla 3 and you want it in black. So now all of a sudden you've made this decision. You know you want a Tesla 3. That's the next car you're getting. Now everybody has a Tesla 3 in black. What the heck? How did everybody just get a Tesla from nowhere? Nobody had this car before. What's going on? That is actually just your reticular activating system, because what you've done is you've now determined, okay, Tesla 3s are important to me, specifically Tesla 3s in black. So your brain is now going to filter your reality based on all of the information that's coming in, and you're going to see the Teslas, you're going to see the Tesla 3s, and you're going to see the Tesla 3s in black, because your brain has determined that that's important to you. So this is just one example of how you create your own reality, and that is a huge key theme throughout all of what I want to talk about. So I don't know where I was going with that. Yes, I do. So what I'm saying is, if I come out and say something and it doesn't make sense, or I'm talking about quantum physics and you're like, this is too much, do not worry, because the fact that you're listening, your subconscious mind is doing all the work for you. So while consciously I could be talking and it's completely going over your head, your subconscious mind is doing that hard work, and your subconscious mind will then, you'll listen to this, and then afterwards you'll see, I don't know, you'll see the word quantum physics somewhere, or you'll see a map of the brain, or you'll see, I don't know, something more magical. You'll start to see more butterflies. You'll start to see more squishamallows. I have no idea. But that is you, and that is your brain, and it is working for you. Every single cell in your body is working for you and rooting for you. And you know who else is rooting for you? The universe. The universe wants what you want. Your heart's desires are in alignment for you. What you want and what you truly desire is the highest path for you in that moment, and that can change, and then there'll be another higher path. So I just want you to know that the universe, 1111, the universe is rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. You're rooting for you. And even when it feels like everyone is against you, I really want you to come back to that and remember that. Because that is the belief. And the stronger the belief is, the stronger your heart's desires will flow to you, the stronger you will be, the stronger everything will be in your reality, and you'll have so much certainty that you won't be able to deny it anymore. And that's the point that I'm at now, is that I think for a long time I've wanted to come on here and talk about all the tools that have helped me. But I was sort of at the point of, but, you know, what if, well, I guess I didn't believe them to the core, right? So I still had those what ifs. What if this is bullshit? What if blah, 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 blah. But I'm now at the point where I've had so much evidence of all of this stuff I used to think was absolute BS that I have no choice but to come on here and tell everyone else about them, because I'm like, you guys need to get onto this. This is a life hack. Like, all of what I want to share has just been life hacks for where I'm at. And by no means does that mean my life is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. We're all human. We've all come here as souls for a human experience, which means we're going to experience a plethora of emotions and so many things that might seem like roadblocks or might seem like challenges. And at the end of the day, it is just how you view those things. So we all have challenges. We all have emotions. We all have to have difficult conversations. We all have to do these things. But at the end of the day, your perception on what these things are coming into your life really, it determines the way that you'll respond to them, and the way that you'll keep moving forward. And, you know, this is the core of so much research. It's the core of, you know, win the morning, win the day. It's the core of see the positive in everything. I mean, these things go so much deeper because they're life hacks. Like, these things are so important. And another thing that I really want to expand on in another episode is that it's not about this, can only be positive. Let's ignore the bad emotions. No, I'm not going to be sad because, no, I know that there's a positive for this. That is not the message. The message is to honor your emotions. Whatever they are, honor them. Give them space, because you know what is the one unique thing about being human is all of us souls. We all said, pick me, I want to have a human experience. I want to experience emotions that look so interesting. Ooh. Well, joke's on us. It can be brutal, but that's why we're here. So really viewing your emotions as something beautiful and something that we actually signed up for and something we want to experience. And the beauty in all that for me has been, as soon as you honor your emotions, as soon as you give them space, they actually go away way quicker. So for me now, instead of treating, tears as inconvenient and, oh no, I can't cry now. Okay, yes, sure. I understand that there are some environments that don't feel safe for you to express those emotions. So you might be at the shops and you feel your tears coming on and you go, oh, I don't want to deal with this now. I need to go into Kmart and get my friggin' knives and forks. I don't even know. But that's understandable. But as soon as you are in a safe place to express your emotions, I highly recommend getting them out. If you're my friend and you've ever been around me and you've ever been crying, you will know that I'm just like, get it out, get the tears out, get the anger out, express your emotions in a safe way. You will be able to transmute them so much quicker. I mean, think about the time where, you had a massive cry and you just let it all out and you're crazy. Maybe you scream, maybe you're like throwing a pillow or something in your room. And then think about afterwards, once it's all out, you're fine. You're like, oh, that was a bit embarrassing. Right, okay. Now back to being a bad bitch or whatever you are going back to, back to a reset nervous system. Then you have so much more clarity and you're able to move on, and whatever you were crying about or angry about, suddenly you get the solutions because you're not fogged with all those emotions. So I've gone on a complete tangent, but welcome to the podcast. Basically, you're just going to have to get used to it because this is how my brain works. But yeah, I really just want to say that honoring your emotions is so important and so valuable, and it's a life hack. Honor them. Let them out. Let them flow. Talk out loud. Talk to a friend. Journal. I mean, go for a run or go to the gym or whatever those things are. Recognize them and think through your emotions. I really feel like there's a lack of thinking because it's not necessarily overthinking your emotions and labeling them and this and that. No, it's actually just feeling. And in order to start the feeling, you need to be in a safe space where you can start to think about, okay, what was it that happened at the shops? What was it that that person said that triggered me? What was it that XYZ? And just think about them. And the beauty of it all is that even if consciously you don't know what's making you upset, your subconscious mind does, because your subconscious mind remembers everything. So, and that's where the beauty of things like hypnosis and timeline therapy come in, which is definitely something I'll be talking about in the incoming episodes. And shout out to my beautiful mother. She has been teaching me timeline therapy, and I've currently been undergoing the process, which is just so magical. And yeah, that will honestly get its own episode. So let me know who's keen on that, because that has been life-changing. And I personally think that every person in the world who has trauma, so pretty much everyone that, is born, has some level of trauma, and timeline therapy would benefit them. So very excited to talk about that. But going back to that, yes, your subconscious mind knows, and you don't necessarily need to pinpoint exactly what it is right away. That is a-okay, because like I said before, if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't really know exactly what I was, triggered by in that person, you don't need to dig, because your subconscious mind is gonna do that in the background. So as long as you're honoring your emotions, feel your emotions, have your cry, have your whatever, one day you'll be walking and you'll go, oh, I think it was that thing that triggered me in that person. Okay, good to know. And you'll be okay because you honored those emotions. So now that logical part of your brain can go through and can give you that answer, but it's without the emotion. And, oh goodness, I keep knocking this, sorry. And that is a-okay if emotions still come up, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to find that you've moved past that. And now you've cleared the emotions, so you have emotional clarity, and things will come to you so much easier once you have emotional clarity. And that has been a game changer in the way that I make decisions now. And human design has been something that has helped me tremendously, which is something else that I would love to talk about, and how that helped me. Because I really felt like I love astrology. I love it. However, I did find that it was a lot harder for me to figure out how to get in alignment within my sign. So the difference with human design, I found, was that it shows you, here's your design, right? Here's what it looks like when you're in alignment, and here's what it looks like when you're out of alignment. So then all I needed to do with my human design was look at how to get in alignment for each of those centers. So that is something that really, really helped me. And one of those things for me by design is that as a generator, I need to reach emotional clarity before making a decision, because I need to feel the emotional waves. Now, not everyone is like this, but for generators, because we are constantly lit up, right? So anything that we love, we're lit up by, we have unlimited energy. And so question for generators is, does this light me up? Does this excite me? Does this feel expansive to me? Then that way, if the answer is heck yes, you know that's for you. If the answer is maybe not right now, then it's not right now, and that's a-okay. And so going back to reaching the emotional clarity, I need to reach those waves. And that's also a different part of human design, is you have your emotional waves, and mine goes up. So I go, oh my God, yes, podcast is a great idea. And then it will start to fall. And then I go, oh, maybe not. Oh, but I need this and I need that. But then if I go, hang on again, no, podcast is a great idea. And then I start to fall back down. But the fact that I keep coming back to a point, for me personally, with a generator with a tribal wave, that means that the thing that I keep coming back to, yes, that's for me, that's aligned, that's something I want to do, that's something that lights me up. So in that way, that has then taught me that before I make any big decision, I need to give myself anywhere from 2 to 3 days, because I need to go through those waves to make sure I keep coming back to that. And something that I learned this wave, learned how this worked for me, is in purchases. So for me, impulse buying is a big no-no, because I just get all hyped up on this, adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin of wanting to buy something. And then, I don't actually need that thing. It was just a rush. It was just like a drug. It was just like, I want to buy that right now. Whereas if I have something I'm interested in, and then I think about it, and then, I don't buy it straight away, and then I come back to it, I think about it again, and then I think, oh, I don't know, and then I think about it again. Those purchases that come back to me, or those thoughts, or those ideas that come back to me, are my confirmation that, yes, this is aligned, and this is something I want to do. So, yeah, if you want to hear more about human design, I would love to chat about that, so let me know. I can go I could talk about that for ages. Obviously, I've spoken about it for nearly 5 minutes. So, I have so many things that I want to talk about. So if you go on my Instagram, I'll put the link below. I'm going to put up a little box there so you can say what you would like me to talk about. And it can honestly be anything, literally anything. So that's one reason as to why, the podcast is Belleleaf, why it has Bell in it, because it's about me. This podcast can be anything that you want it to be, that I can talk about, basically. If I feel like I, have the experience or evidence or perspective or opinion on something, I'll share that if you guys are intrigued to hear that. So it really can just be about anything. Personally, I don't feel like anything's ever too personal. I think there are so many things that are taboo in society based off whatever rubbish that they were created on. You know, for example, things like sex, things like drugs. These are things that have so much stigma and so much taboo. And part of that is because of an agenda that was created. So don't even get me started on that. But what I'm saying is nothing is off limits. Yeah, please come to me. I just think there are so many things that we don't talk about as a society. But we all want to heal from these things and we all want to do them better. I know one thing about sex is that everybody wants more of it. Everybody loves it, but nobody talks about it. Same thing with money. Everybody wants more money, but we're not allowed to talk about how much we earn, and we're not allowed to talk about, you know, how much did that cost. That is just rubbish to me. That is rubbish because, as we'll talk more about, money is energy. Because everything is energy. And I could totally butcher this, but it has been confirmed by quantum physics that if you gather all of the energy in the universe and all of the matter in the universe, so matter being, you know, as if you're watching the video, there's a TV, there's a squishmallow, there's my headphones, right? Matter, we can see matter. It's very hard for us to see energy. It's very hard for us to comprehend how energy works. But quantum physics confirmed that if you gathered all the energy in the universe, this will create a football field equivalent, right? Comparing that to all of the matter in the universe, the matter would be a peanut in a football field. All the matter compared to all the energy in the universe is the equivalent of a peanut in a football field. So if that doesn't blow your mind on how much energy there is and how much the frequency that we emit influences our reality, I mean, wow, that was just a game changer for me, because for us, we only see matter. We only, you know, I'm sitting on the chair right now, like I can't comprehend that actually, if you think about atoms, you're actually hovering at an unbelievably small distance. You're actually hovering above the chair, because the atoms of your butt or the atoms of your pants and the atoms of the chair there's energy between them. There's energy separating them, because if you've done high school science, high school chemistry, you can see that image. You can see how the atoms, they don't like connect. They're separated by energy. So it was very hard for me to explain because I was doing the visuals in the video, which if you're watching the video, you can see, but if you're listening, you're probably like, what is going on? That is a-okay. But I honestly do think I'm going to stop it there, because I could talk shit for hours, and that's what you'll find out, is that this is basically just a platform for me to talk absolute crap. And no, I want to take that back, because this isn't crap. This to me is my life and is very, very significant to me. And yeah, like I said, something I've wanted to do for a really long time. So I'm so proud of myself for believing in myself, and I'm so thankful that you guys all believe in me too. So sending you so much love to each and every one of you. You really have no idea how much of an impact this means, just to see one number of someone listening to the podcast, you know, whether that's 1 or 2 or 3. That is just something so exciting, and something I never thought that I would have the courage to do. So I'm very thankful for you, and I want to end on the note that if you see somebody else doing it and you feel like a pang of, say, jealousy, that is just untapped potential that means that jealousy shows us where or what we desire, right? So jealousy means I want that, but I believe I can't have it. So if we take away that limiting belief and go, I want that and I can have it, that is the beauty of jealousy. So anything that you see, anything that you want, that you feel that little green monster, you tell that little green monster, thanks for letting me know that that's what you want, because now we can go get it. Right? So that is probably the message that amongst the many million messages that are in here, that final takeaway is keep that awareness out, keep that awareness for that green monster, and make sure you tell yourself whenever that arises that if it's possible for someone else, it's possible for you also. And there is so much abundance. There is no lack here. There's no industry that's oversaturated. There's no, there's too much of this or too much of that. If you want to be doing something, you can do it. And there is that abundance waiting for you. And yeah, that jealousy is a way to show you that it is possible for you. So that's your homework. Have that awareness of your little green monster, and see how that changes your perspective, and really play with that, and play with your beliefs and any other, beliefs that come up to you. Analyze them and go, is this serving me or is this limiting me? So I'm going to end it there. I am so glad that I'm finally ending it. Look, I could just talk for flipping hours, but thank you so much for being here. I'll be checking up on your homework, so make sure you do that. But as you know already, your subconscious mind is already working away, so you actually don't have to do anything. So thank you so much for being here. Please, please, please let me know what else you would like to hear, anything you'd like me to talk about or touch on, any questions. This can literally be anything. Like, even if you want to drop in like, hey, I don't know what to do in this situation, I am more than happy to share my perspective on it, and be whatever you guys need, as long as that's, aligned for me, obviously, because you are the star of the show, right? You get to pick. You're the CEO of your life. You're the story writer. And help me write this story. Help is probably the wrong word, but you get what I mean anyway. Oh my God, I'm just blabbering on. So much love for each and every one of you. And let me know, mwah, mwah, mwah. You have the most magical day, morning, afternoon, whatever awaits you. And I love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.